Testing, testing. All right, welcome to Nashville, where one way is going to be taking on Atlanta Lynx, Ice Lynx, as Wagner faces off. Puck goes down. Puck out to Avery. Now here comes the Lynx up the ice. Goes for a shot and in. And the Lynx will take a 1-0 lead to start this off. Now, just as the update, there wasn't enough teams, so they actually put 16U teams, 14U teams, and 19U teams together. So we could be playing against 19U or 16U right now. It is what it is. It's the experience. As Charlotte sends one down, Avery comes in, gets taken out from behind. No call there. As the puck comes out behind the net, Emma has it, sends it into Wagner. She takes a shot, just missed. Puck comes back out to Charlotte. Charlotte fires one down, stopped by their goalie. Rebounded there by Charlotte. Another shot there by Kansky and in. And one way ties it up 1-1 with the goal from Jansky. It's kind of a horrible spot going through the glass here, but no choice. Rink's kind of tight. And then we're on the top step here, so Brooke goes to face off. Puck sent down into the zone as Ellie sends it out. Now it's back into neutral ice as the Lynx grab it. They're going to bring it into the zone. They send it down into the corner. There's a couple subs in here, so hopefully I can figure out their names. If I don't, the Lynx try and send one down there. Stopped there by Peterson. Rebounded, shot, and that one's going to sneak by. And the Lynx will take a 2-1 lead. Brooke to face off. Over to Ellie. The Lynx have it now. Puck comes over to Brooke. Now back over to the Lynx as they go to bring it up ice. Hepner getting a stick in on it there, but the Lynx send it down in. They'll go back behind Peterson. Puck back behind the net. Now out to their point. Point sends one down. That one's deflected. We'll have to get her number. There's a 70 in there. I didn't get the name for. The shot buzzes right past the tower. Now picked back up by their point. Point fires it down into the corner. Puck now back behind the net. Now sent forward as puck's going to come back out to Avery. Avery with it now. Has it behind the net. Avery sends it forward. Knocked back out by the Lynx. As the Lynx go for the centering pass, broken up there by Avery. Now back over. As One Way grabs it, and they're going to bring it up ice. Picked up by Betsy. There's a shot down. Now rebounded by Betsy. Puck out to Avery from the point. Avery sends it back into Betsy. Now back around and into Addie. As the Lynx go and clear it out of the zone, stopped there by Charlotte. She's going to fire it down into the corner. Now back out to Avery. Avery sends it across over to Charlotte. Charlotte with the puck now, turns, looks, sends it up to Betsy. Betsy skates around, comes into the zone with it. She's got a one-on-one, one-on-two. Backhands it across the front of the goalie. Emma comes in, grabs the puck. Now back to Jansky. Jansky has it in the corner, gets tripped. No call as Emma gets the puck back, sends it back out to Charlotte. Charlotte from the point, tipped up and into the netting. And we get a whistle with 9:22 left in this first period of play. Anna Wagner to face off. There's another number 22 out there. And I don't know. Jansky with it again. Fires. Blocked by their goalie. Puck sent out, and here comes the Lynx down into their zone. Picked up by One Way. Here they come up the ice. Sends it around. Number 77. We don't have a 77 on here, so I'll have to figure out who that is. So 22 and 77. I'll have to get names for it. Wagner comes out with it, it looks like. She's going to have it behind the net. Sends it up to Jansky. Jansky fires it across over to Emma. Puck takes a little different bounce. Now up to Wagner. Wagner dives and pushes it forward. Nice hustle there by Anna Wagner. As the puck goes down into the corner, Jansky's going to pinch it into the corner. Puck comes out. And now the Lynx go to push it forward. Kept in by Charlotte. Charlotte fires one down off the goalie. Now rebounded by Avery. She's going to skate up, sends it into Jansky. Jansky looking, sends it across the front. Just a miss there pass, but puck goes back down and around over to Jansky in the corner. Now back up to Avery. She'll switch with Avery. Avery making a move. Skates through a couple players, takes a shot up and in. Avery with the goal. 2-2. Avery Fuller with the goal. As the puck comes out, the Lynx have it. They're going to come up. Little one-on-one action coming in. Met there by Avery. Comes up, takes a shot there. Stopped by Peterson. 7:36 left in this first period. All knotted up at 2. As the Lynx have it, they send it across point to point. Now down into the wing. Tip deck behind the goalie. And here come the one way up the ice. Now out to center ice with the Lynx. They send it across there, deflected by junior 22. Now Hepner tries to send it across the ice, has it tipped away, now picked off by Brooke and sent down into the zone with 6:55 left in this first period. Centering pass, puck's out front, shot, and goal! One way with the goal. Ellie Phoenix, and one way takes a 3-2 goal lead. If I go on our team thing here, I can see it. Yes, Sophie tries to send it down in, has it blocked there by a Link. Now picked back up by Betsy. She tries to send it in. Puck comes back to Charlotte. She's going to fire one down. Rebounded by Soph. Passed in. Puck's out front. Now back to, goes for a centering pass. Deflected. Now rebounded by Avery. Avery's going to skate in. Sends it into the corner. Now goes for the centering pass. That one's deflected, but comes back out to Charlotte. She's going to fire down and in. Charlotte with the goal from the point. And one way is going to take a 4-2 lead. As Wagner's going to come out with it, she's going to send it down into the zone. Rebounded by Wagner. She fires, deflected by the goalie, gets her own rebound again. Has it in her feet, looking for the puck. Does a couple pirouettes there. Puck comes back to Jansky. Jansky tries to get it to the point. That one's going to come out of the zone as Avery will chase. Avery turns, looks, tries to get it out. Puck's at center ice. And they'll battle along the boards. And the puck comes back. Lynx will grab it here along the boards. Tries to fire it up and does. Comes in. They're going to shoot just a bit outside. That one's going to buzz past the front of the tower. As Charlotte sends it forward up to Jansky. Jansky's going to bring the puck up Now into the zone she goes. Turns, backs to two. Wagner gets tied up. And the Lynx try and send it out. And number 77 tries to send it in there. Now a little 22. She's going to fire another one there. Tipped. Almost had a high stick there on Ellie. And the Lynx send it down. And they'll be icing with 4:41 left in the first period. Betsy will face off, or Brooke, sorry. And the Lynx will bring it up forward. Skates across. That's going to be offsides. Puck comes. Come back here to neutral ice. Now sends it across down into the zone. No wave off icing. Puck goes into the corner. Now over. And one way brings it in. And we get a whistle. Betsy faces off. Puck comes out. Now the Lynx grab it. They're going to push it forward. Avery's going to get there, though, and backhands it out to center ice, right to neutral ice here. As Betsy gets in there, keeps it from going out of the zone. She's able to keep it in. Now it's in the corner. She's going to battle it out. That's two Lynx right on her tail. Definitely physical game. As Avery keeps it down in the corner, puck goes in over to Addie. Addie tries to center it, has it deflected. Betsy comes in, tries to keep the puck in the zone. That one's going to sneak over to Avery. Avery's going to try and bring it in down into the corner. As Sophie comes back and protects the defensive zone back here while Avery goes in. That one's stopped by Charlotte. Charlotte stops another one from going out, and now the Lynx tap that one out. Avery's back here to pick him up, though. Just under 3 minutes left as Charlotte gets back here and grabs the puck, fires it over to Addie. Addie trying to clear it out of the zone, has it deflected there by a Lynx. Now picked up by Soph. Soph brings it up, turns, sends it down into the zone. 2.5 left in this first period. That one sneaks out to junior 22. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll know the other two names. As the puck rolls on in. Over to Jansky. He's going to bring it back behind the net. Turns, brings it along the boards. 2 minutes left in the game, or first period. Wagner and Jansky bring it into the zone. Jansky comes up, stops, gives it to Wagner, fires, just missed in front of the goalie. Now puck comes out, taps it over to 77. She'll send it over to Jansky along the boards. Jansky gives it back. Now she goes to tap it forward, and the Lynx steal that one away. Here they come into the zone. Makes a move, comes up, fires. Peterson with the stop. As the puck's along the boards, and I can't see with the reflection. Jansky comes out with it, fires it across to the opposite side. Picked up by Emma. Emma's going to bring it into the zone. Met by a couple Lynx. Hepner comes into the zone, is able to keep it in there, and then has it knocked away. Now the Lynx go and bring it back into their zone. They're going to come up, tries to get a shot off there, deflected by Charlotte. Now comes out of the zone as Ellie taps that one down. Now it's going to come out to Avery. Avery has it neutral ice. Turns, knocks it down into the corner. That's one-way old chase. Buck now behind the net, tries to get the one out front. Now covered, and we'll get a whistle. As Brooke gets in there, trying to get that puck through the goalie. 32 seconds remaining in this first period here in Nashville. Brooke to face off. Here come the Lynx. Makes a move. Charlotte there, steals it away, sends it up ice. Puck at neutral ice. Now the Lynx will get it back. Goes to send it forward. Puck gets past Charlotte. Or Avery. Now Charlotte gets over there and taps it back. Hepner's going to come up and stop it. She's going to push it forward. And gets sandwiched into the boards. Hepner gives a little love tap in the back. And that's going to end the first period of play with one way up, 4-2 over the Atlanta Ice Lynx. All right, we'll start this second period of playoff. As Wagner goes, pushes the puck down into the zone, gets knocked back out. Ooh, watch the high stick there, 22. As Jansky gets it back, she'll send it down in. Has it deflected there by the goalie. Puck there by 77. She flies it down, and the goalie's going to glove it. And we'll have another face-off. Wagner will face off. Puck in the corner to Emma. Now the puck comes back to the Lynx. They try and send it out. Blocked there by Little 22. And now it's a race for the puck down behind the net. They get it back. Turn, tried to backhand it. Puck sent out, now sent down. Picked up by 77. Pinches along the boards. Wagner getting in there, trying to tap that puck back out of there. Now over to Jansky. Jansky sends it across over to Wagner. And now that one's going to get sent down ice. 12:45 left. There's an icing call. And we'll go back down to this end. Next game today is 6:30 at a different arena. As the puck comes back, Avery trying to get it out of there, has it stolen away by the Lynx. They go for a pass, fired, stopped by Peterson, covered, and we get a whistle. 12:29 remaining in this second period. Shots on goal for the one-way, 17. For the Lynx, 6. Puck comes out. As Ellie grabs it, she sends it down into the zone. Puck goes back behind the net. Brooke goes into the corner for it. That one's going to sneak out as Avery gets back for it at neutral ice, sends it over to Charlotte. Charlotte turns, fires it down in. Puck along the boards as Brooke gets in there to try and keep it from going. Charlotte sends it down in. There's a collision there with Avery. Charlotte gets back and grabs the puck, fires it up to Ellie. Ellie turns, sends it down into the zone. 11 and a half left in the second period. Lynx try and send it forward. Charlotte's right there to grab it, though. She's going to turn, fires it up ice. That one's going to go down in, and they wave off icing. Kept into the zone there. Nice job there by Soph. Puck along the boards as the Lynx grab it out of there. They go to try and bring it up ice, get out to neutral ice. The Lynx have it. Little fumble there. Now Betsy will grab it and send it into the zone. Puck comes back down here to Peterson. Fires it forward. Now Addie. She'll have it back behind Peterson. Gets her own puck back. Here she comes up the ice. Across neutral ice. They got a 3-on-2. Gets taken out. No call? Oh, they did call it. As Addie's a little shook up there. She's going to sit on a knee for a couple seconds. That wasn't a call, or? Okay, no penalty. Huh. I guess you can tackle in this league. As Wagner's going to battle it out. She sends it across the ice over to Jansky. Jansky comes up, sends it down into the net, or into the zone. Now she'll get it back, fires one down, buzzes the front of the goalie. 10 minutes left in this second period. Emma getting a body in on the boards there. Now Wagner coming in. Passed out front. That was tied up as Emma tried to get it to Jansky. She was tied up. She's going to get it back, makes a move, takes a shot, deflected. She went around a couple of the players. Nice stick moves there by Emma. Now the puck's going to come out. And here come the Lynx up the ice, met there by 77, which I'll try and get her name by the next game. Comes back up here over to Ellie. And they're going to call offsides, I believe. 4-2. One way up. Second period of play. 9:05 remaining. As the puck sent down into the zone. The Lynx get it, trying to clear it out. Here they come up the ice. Getting a little chippy already. But they're letting them play here. Charlotte fires it forward up to Ellie. Now back to Hepner. And the Lynx send it out. Avery will pick it up at neutral ice. She turns, sends it across over to Charlotte. Charlotte. And the Lynx will grab it at neutral ice. And it looks like the Lynx will have a player down. Pan away from her. Go into a commercial break. And she's up. Distance off the ice. .8:16 left in this second period. Betsy will face off. Looks like Charlotte and Avery in the back ice. Sophie and Addie on the ice for one way. Puck into the corner is Charlotte. Puck comes out, tapped there. Now sent across over to Soph. She taps it forward down into the zone. The Lynx try and send it out. Back here to Avery. Avery sends it across over to Charlotte. Charlotte fires it up to Soph. Soph sent into the boards. That one's going to sneak out back over to Avery. Avery at neutral ice. Turns, looks, sends it to Charlotte. Charlotte taps it up to Betsy. And then the Lynx steal it away. Here they come up on a 2-on-2. Goes around Avery, takes a shot. Oh, that one was stopped. And then just dribbled in as Peterson didn't know where it went. And we now only have a 1-point lead. It's a game 3-4. 7:26 left in the second period. And as the puck comes back, Lynx looking for options. Tries to send it across, picked up by Soph. Soph turns, brings it into the zone, gets it over to Betsy. Betsy comes up, fires, rebounded, and blocked by their goalie. Betsy steals it back, tries for a centering pass. That one deflected by a Lynx. 7 minutes remaining in the second. Puck into the wall. Puck sneaks out of the zone, or out of the boards. Jansky tries for a centering pass. Nobody was home. And now that one's loose again. As Charlotte gets back for it. Good hustle there by Charlotte. Sends one down there, deflected, but rebounded by the Lynx. Now Avery with it now. She's got Jansky and Addie off to her side. She comes into the zone. Avery comes up, takes a shot, deflected. Puck comes out to Wagner. Just tried to get it. Now she's able to keep it in the zone. Nice hustle there by Wagner. Missed on it and then turns around and gets it right back. Jansky steals the puck away. Goes for a centering pass to Emma. She fires just a little bit high. And that puck's going to go back into the corner. Jansky comes in trying to keep that puck down there. Now it comes up. Avery tries to step up. Puck sent across ice. Brought into the zone. Shoots. Deflected. That was little 22. So far, so good. Not brand new, but new iPad picked up just for you guys. Having too many issues with the other one as it was 11 years old. Did its fair share. As Wagner dives and sends that one forward. Covered up there by the goalie. 5:27 left in the second. 21 shots on goal for one way. 8 shots on goal for the Lynx. As Avery's going to try firing one down. Deflected there by the Lynx. And that one's going to go on in down there. And icing's waved off. It didn't make it down there. Ellie with the rebound. Emma. She's going to bring it up. Fires right across the top of the goalie. A nice hard shot there. The puck's loose. Going to come down to the far end. Jansky gets back, tries to get a stick down on it. Stops it from going anywhere forward. Now picked up by 77. She fires it across. Picked up by a Link coming off the board or coming off the bench. Now has it along there. Emma grabs it. Puck comes out of the zone as the Lynx will grab it at neutral ice. Little 22 sends it up to Hepner. I don't know how we can have two of the same numbers, but assuming they did something with the books, made her 23 or something. Ellie brings it into his zone, followed there by Hepner. And here come the Lynx. Met by Avery. Now Hepner. The Lynx go for a centering pass, broken up there by Charlotte. Sent it up ice to Hepner. Hepner turns, goes to bring it up. She's got Ellie off to her side. Hepner brings it in. Has it knacked behind the net. She'll go pinched along the boards. 3:43 left in the second. Puck back to the far corner now. Brooke in there trying to get that centering pass. Puck knocked out. And the Lynx will send it down. That's going to be icing. Yep, icing. 3:22 left. Face off there by Brooke. The Lynx are going to come out with it. And then here they come up the ice. Skates around, fires in front of Peterson. Just a bit outside. Now picked up by Brooke. Brooke pushes it forward, has Ellie off to her side. Comes into the zone. She'll fire one right across the goalie's bow. Goes for another centering pass. That one over to Avery. Avery's going to bring it into the corner around one player. Has it down in the corner, looking for options. Tries to push it back out to a centering pass. That one sneaks by. Now shot down there, deflected by the goalie. Now they got to pile up along the boards, trying to get that puck out, and it finally comes out as Charlotte sends it forward to Addie. Addie tries to push it into the zone. Now it's knocked back out. And the Lynx will send it back down again. And that'll be icing with 2:11 left in the second. Betsy's going to face off with a little 22 and 77 on defense. Sophie out there. Puck comes back to the point. Point fires one down, deflected into the boards. And there's another rebound sent in. And I believe that is Betsy. Yep. Betsy gets one in past the goalie, and we're going to have a 5-3. Oops. Too many. 5-3 game. As Betsy Hansen with the goal in the second period, 1:56 remaining. As she battles that one out on the faceoff and brings it back into the zone. Looking for a centering pass, has it broken up. They're going to try battling it out again. And the puck comes out, sneaks in, another one in front. Puck still loose. There's just a clutter. Wow. I can't believe that one didn't make it in, but it didn't. But here come the Lynx up the ice. That one's going to get tapped down back behind Peterson. Picked up by the Lynx. Goes for a centering pass. Tap. Covered by Peterson. That's a tall girl that's in there. Some of those other girls come in. They're like, hey, can you please move in front of our goalie? Here we go. 1:17 left in the second. 2-goal lead for one way. And as the puck sent down and around, Lynx are able to keep it in their zone. Now Wagner getting in there, trying to keep it from Lynx skate up. Puck out front there, broken up by Emma. Trying for another centering pass, comes up, shot, fired, blocked by Peterson, sent out towards the boards. Jansky picks it up. She's going to bring it into neutral ice, goes around the defender, now knocked down into the corner. She'll go and get the puck into the corner. Goes for the centering pass to Emma. That one sneaks by two players. Charlotte picks it up. She sends it back down in. Jansky back in to Wagner. Wagner has it behind the net. Fires in! Wagner with the goal. And one way will take a 6-3 lead over the Atlanta Ice Lynx. Puck sent over towards the boards. Mansky's going to grab it. She turns, looks up ice, goes around a defender, gets sent in towards the board. She's still going to make it past, gets it. Looking for that centering pass to Emma. Tap. Nope, that one's going to be deflected. Rebounded by Wagner. Wagner back to Emma. Emma tries to sending it up forward again. That one's going to sneak out here to Charlotte. Charlotte from the top of the key. Fire! I believe that's Charlotte's second goal. And one way will take a 4-goal lead. As Wagner faces off, puck goes over to Jansky. She sends it back to Avery, but misses it. That one's going to go back, and that should end this second period of play. As one-way takes a 4-goal lead going into the third. All right. See if they can hold on for this last period of play, 14 minutes. What do we got out there? Brooke, Hepner, Avery, Ellie, and Charlotte. Yep. Avery Shower. Shower. Avery Charlotte. As Ellie comes out with it, uses the board, sends it down into the zone. Lynx trying to push it out. As Charlotte fires it down, deflected there by their goalie. Puck into the corner as Avery gets a stick on it, able to keep it in the zone. Now comes back to Hepner. Hepner using the board, goes around a defender, gets pushed into the boards. And the Lynx come out with it. But Charlotte's right there and says, nope, we want to play at our end. But the Lynx have better ideas. They send it down in. That one makes it to the blue line but doesn't come out. They're going to fire one down. Peterson taps that one away. Puck's loose. Oh, nice job there by the defense as Peterson got out of the net. Now Hepner's going to bring it up, gets it out to neutral ice. Able to keep tapping it forward. Now gets tied up. Ellie trying to send it down in. Now back to Avery. Over to Ellie. And the Lynx grab it. Now Charlotte trying to get it up to Ellie. And the puck sent down. They wave off icing as Avery will go down and pick it up with 12:35 left in the game. Puck comes over here to Solf. There's a stop by Peterson, and we get a whistle. 12-17 left in the game. Puck dropped. Over to Solf. And they're going to call the first penalty of the game on number 77, who I don't know her name. Which will put one way on a penalty kill. Puck's face stop. Over to Jansky. She's going to try tapping it back. Wagner trying to push it forward. There's a shot there deflected. Now picked up by little 22. Sent up to big 22. And their 22 gets it. Here come the Lynx. Brings it into the zone. Deflected into the boards it goes. Now over to Wagner. Wagner trying to tap it out of the zone. Their point picks it up there. Deflected by Wagner. She's got some open room. Wagner gets her puck. She's going to come up. Backhands one in. Wagner with the short-handed goal. And one way will take an 8-3 lead over the Atlanta Lynx. Nice hustle stop there by Anna Wagner. And then finishes off with a goal. First second of the game. Avery and Charlotte. Emma and Brooke on the ice for one way. Puck goes down into the zone. 36 seconds left on the penalty kill. And as the puck comes out, the Lynx try and grab it along the boards. They'll fire it out to neutral ice. Over to Avery. She goes and uses the boards, trying to send it into the zone. Brooke to chase. Now it comes out to neutral ice as the Lynx have it. Send it into their zone. Broken up by Emma. Her stick was tied up, so she's like, fine, I'll just use my skate if that's your. Look at that. And then they fire it out to neutral ice. As Ellie tries to push it forward, Link grabs it though, and they're going to bring it into the zone. Fires up and over the top of Peterson. Rebounded by Avery. Avery pushes it up ice, cross. They got a 3-on-3 coming in. Over to Ellie. Now picked back up by Avery. She skates forward, takes a shot, and stopped and covered by their goalie with 10:02. Looks like they're going to have running time now with 10 minutes. Not sure what the scoring difference is to go running time, but it's running time. As Sophie and Betsy, little 22 and 77, are on the ice. 77 trying to push it forward. Now Addie getting in there. She'll send one down, deflected there by the goalie. As we're back to full strength. Puck into the corner. Soph comes in. Now Betsy. Betsy going for a centering pass. Has it broken up, and here come the Lynx up the ice. There was a stop there by Peterson. Rebounded by Betsy. She's going to bring it around the Link. Now turns. Brings it out to neutral ice. And we'll dump it down into the corner. We'll get a line change. She'll pick the puck back up. She's looking for options, but there isn't very many as we're doing a line change. Addie's still there, though. That one sent back here to Avery. 8.5 left in the game. As Avery goes to push it forward, the Lynx grab it, bring it into their own zone. Now Addie back to Jansky. Jansky sends it out to neutral ice. That one's going to bring it in, rolls on end. As Wagner comes in, now there's going to be a penalty. Wagner with the puck. We got a free play here as there's going to be a penalty coming. As Wagner gets the puck back, now over to Avery. Avery sending it out to, and now it's going to be covered as Wagner's right in there trying to battle that one out and get the hat trick. But that will be a one-way power play. 7:33 left in the game. Well, they only do a minute and a half penalties here. As Avery gets the puck, comes out. She's going to fire one down, tipped off the glove of the goalie. Rebounded by Jansky. She'll send it into the corner. As Wagner grabs it, she turns, makes a move. Puck comes back around. Lynx try and clear it out. Stopped there by Charlotte. Charlotte comes up, fires one down. That one's going to rebound off the boards as Avery's there to keep it in the zone. Avery with it now behind the net. Tries to get it over now to Emma. She's going to fire one down into the goalie. And we get a whistle with 6:55 left. Wagner, Emma, Jansky, Charlotte, and Avery on the ice for one way. Puck comes back here to Avery. She's going to fire one down, and that one goes in. Avery with her second goal, I believe. And it's a 9-3 game. Wagner tries to get it back to junior 22. That one's sent up ice. Emma races down to grab it. Good hustle there by Emma. She goes for a centering pass to Wagner. Wagner almost had her hat trick. And the Lynx will send it out to 77. She fires it down back into Emma. Emma goes for a wraparound just in front. Just snuck by. Now that one's going to come back out to 22. She's going to try firing one down. Has it blocked. Oh, Wagner getting in there. 5.5 left in the game. Puck comes back over here to Jansky. She's going to bring it into zone with a one-on-one. Skates, stops, turns, looking for options. Skates it back, gives a centering pass to Ellie. That one's going to come back to Charlotte. Charlotte's going to fire one down, tipped there, back to Brooke, I believe. And the Lynx go to try and send it out. Avery's right there and sends it back in. Let's stay down here and play. Centering pass there to Ellie. It's in her feet. She's going to get the puck back. Skating around. She's got Hepner out front. Puck's loose. Still loose. And we get a whistle. Four and a half left. Running time. Hepner back to Avery. Avery dumps it down into Brooke. Hepner taps it out from the boards. Now back to Ellie. Puck's loose as Hepner grabs it. Sends it out to Avery. Avery's going to try firing one down off the back of a Lynx. And a shot there by Hepner is blocked. Brooke getting in there, trying to keep the puck from stayed at this end the whole time. 3.5 left. Puck down into the corner. Now out to Avery. Avery's going to skate in. That's one way he's been able to keep a good puck time down in their zone. Back to Brooke. Out to Avery. Avery turns, fires one down, blocked by their goalie. Puck still loose because there's still no whistle. Puck's out front, and there's another goal. Not sure who. Hepner, maybe? Somebody with the goal. And one way will take a 10-3 over Atlanta. There's the Atlanta Lynx, sends it down in. Over to Addy. Addy trying to send it out of the zone. Just under 2.5 left in the game. Lynx able to keep it in their zone for a little bit here now. Comes up for a centering pass, broken up. Picked back up by, I believe it's Addy. Maybe. Nope, Solf. And now dumped in by Addy. Well, that one's going to sneak out. 77 will go down and grab the puck. Back behind Peterson. Well, Lynx will steal that one away. And we'll get a whistle with 1.5 minutes left. One Way's going to take their first win here in Nashville. 42 shots on goal for One Way. We would have thought the start of this game it was going to be a bloodbath, but One Way pulled it out. Hasn't let off the gas since. Just under a minute as the puck goes back behind Peterson. Avery will grab it. She'll skate up ice with it, brings it out of the zone, taps it forward. The Lynx kind of steal it away, but Ellie was right there to keep it, or Emma, one of the two. As Charlotte sends it into Jansky. Jansky has it tapped away. Avery able to keep it in. Now Jansky along the boards gets it back to Avery. Avery tries to tap it back in. And that one's going to sneak back down to the far end. And we'll get icing, which should end the game. As the clock runs 13, 12, 11, 10. Well, that'll end the game. As One Way takes their first win on their first game here in Nashville. We'll be back for a 6:30 game at a different arena. Look at this. Have our little team prayer and some girls from Atlanta come in, join them. Very cool. There it is. We'll be back at 6:30.